What's up, everybody? This is Miguel. I don't know if I just yelled too loud right there or not. This is Miguel. I'm on my way back to school. Yeah, I'm on my way back to school. I'm not actually going to school. I'm going back for some business I need to take care of with the school I used to go to. And I'm going out there now. And so I figured instead of taking the faster way, which is hitting that Liberty Road and then taking the highway, 6785, drop me off right there, I'll take the longer way. That way you won't get a bunch of noise. And we can talk about something. The first time a scooter gave me a heads up. Anyway, yeah. So today is going to be sort of a way of catching up because I've done some videos. I have some recorded, but some of them I just don't feel like it's going to be that good. So I decided not to use them. And then some other ones I just haven't cut it together yet. So they're like sitting on my computer, and when I start putting them out, it's gonna be way out of order. So I'm gonna put this one out first, and I'm gonna put out the other ones that's gonna be out of order chronologically, you know. But so like I have one of me going to Philadelphia to go to Revzilla to check the store out, and that was probably a month ago, something like that. Yeah, so that's what's going down on the video side of things. Other than that, I've missed some I think would have been some quality entertainment because I didn't have my camera with me. I have a tendency of swapping out my helmets, so I still have my HTC helmet, and I have this Bell helmet, Bell Vortex, and I swap them out from time to time. So when I'm rocking the HTC, I can't record, and then sometimes when I'm rocking the Bell, depending on where I'm going, I might not put it on because I'm like, I don't have anything to talk about, and also I'm not really going anywhere special, so that's that. But I give you a little bit of information to catch up with what's going on now. I got still have the same helmet, but I got 2 new visors. I had a smoke for my HAC, dark smoke, and I gave it to my homeboy because I figured I was going to retire my HAC, and I wouldn't need it because my Bell had a transitional lens, whatever the hell that's called. It's called Solar FX or something like that. So I had one of those, and people messing up. So I figured, when it gets sunny, I'm just gonna rock my Bell. I won't need the HJC. I ain't gotta worry about the sunlight, type of thing. And then it, I kept swapping more than I thought it was, and I started to need it. So I bought another dark shield, a dark shield, a dark smoke shield. And then for the Bell, you check out my my review on the Bell, and also the Solar FX shield, whatever, the transitional shield. It once it gets UV rays on it, then it starts to darken up. I have a review on it. So other than that, for this Bell, I got my first mirror shield. It does about the same amount of shading as my dark smoke that's on my HJC, which is good. And it doesn't bloom. I've yet to have a problem with fog, so that makes it even greater. So as of right now, everything turned out well, even though I think I scratched it already, just like I scratched my I really messed my HJC up. It's like right in the field of view. It's like 3 scratches going across the front of the shield, and I mean it doesn't mess my viewing up, but from time to time my eye will focus on the scratches. I'll show you a little sneak peek as soon as I get a chance. There we go. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a pretty good tint. What else? I got my oil change, which brings up one of the important things. Reading your owner's manual. Because I got my oil change at about 3,000 miles. At a time where I could have used the money. I got the oil change, cost me quite a bit of money. Well, I got the oil change and I got my chain lubed, because I didn't have the stuff at home to lube my chain. I still haven't gotten I've yet to get a rear stand because I'm broke majority of the time, so I can't afford a rear stand at the moment. I guess maybe in 2 paychecks I could. But so I got them to lube my chain, and also I got an oil change. And like I was saying, if I read the owner's manual, it would have told me that it's recommended to do an oil change every 8,000 miles, so every 3,000 miles. So, you know, whatever you learn. But anyway, I think I have total for it being used and the amount of driving I've been doing, it's about 8,000 miles. I think it's probably over 8,000 miles now. Anyway, so when I went there and I got my oil change, and they brought it back and he told me that something was wrong with my clutch. And so basically what I'm getting at is the problem that I was having with my clutch, where I will pull it in and it was hard to switch to neutral, sitting still. It was, I was having a hard time sometimes switching gears from first to second. I was having a hard time dropping into neutral, stuff like that. I was having times where I would be in second and it would drop into first. I mean, it would drop down to neutral. And that's me like kicking it hard, not me like slightly tapping it and then it doesn't go all the way. But me kicking it hard and it would drop down. And I couldn't figure out what the problem was. The problem was that my clutch was loose. So the clutch connected to my clip-on. I guess they're clip-ons. Called clip-ons. My clutch connected to my clip-on was too loose. It had too much of a free play. So he didn't tell me exactly, because I never told him that I had a problem. But he was saying like, yeah, you probably had a problem shifting, and so yeah, we fixed this for you. So what I figured what was happening is that because there's too much free play in the clutch itself, clutch cable, that when I was pulling it and I would hit the handlebar, you know, fully engage the clutch, it wasn't fully engaged, basically. And so because of that, sometimes I couldn't get through because of I was watching this video about the clutch, and there's like this pin that the clutch pulls on, so they can flip like this triangle thing. so you could go to different gears. And I guess the pin wasn't pulling far enough to allow the triangle to spin. And so that's what I would get stuck between. I wouldn't be able to get into that one groove part that was neutral, because the clutch wasn't going all the way in the whole time. Or most of the time anyway. Because sometimes I would be able to get the neutral, and then other times, especially when I've been riding around for a while, I couldn't get the neutral at all. And so I would always have to hold my clutch the whole time I'm sitting at lights or anywhere. So that got fixed that day. That was about a month ago too, and it's been riding good. Because I was used to how far the clutch had to go out before it actually engaged for the friction zone, because the cable was had too much slack in it. When I got it back, I had to like get used to the whole thing all over again, because I wasn't used to how to pull the clutch and where the friction zone was again. And after having a bunch of experience, or the amount of experience I have now, it made it a lot easier to pick it up. People were blowing up my phone, text messages, all of them, I don't know who they are. So when I get to my stop, I gotta check this out. But where was I at? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, that's the subway. And once again, I miss it. But that was the subway over there. That was on one of my old videos. Me talking about, I think it was like my first video. We talking about the subway. I was going to school. Maybe it was like the third video. And I said I was gonna go by the subway again. Pointing it out. I freaking forgot once again. Okay. Either way, what was I talking about? The clutch. So yeah, the good thing was that I have this experience riding motorcycles now, and so getting used to a friction zone is not as hard. But one thing I did notice is that now, granted, it's easy, it's super easy to get into neutral now. In fact, I do it pretty much all the time unless I'm on the hill. Is that from time to time, it's not from time to time. If I slow down to a certain speed, I would slow down, go to a stop, and try to clutch and then shift down. It doesn't let you shift down. You gotta shift down, release the friction zone, shift down, release the friction zone, and it's actually shift gears. If not, you'll be stuck. It just stays in one spot. And so I also saw in a video, forums saying why that happens, or at least saying that it could stick if you're standing still, because it wants you to be moving while you're shifting gears. So that's it. So when I had the quote unquote clutch problem with the clutch, I didn't have that problem, but now I do. But it's not really a problem. Just pay more attention to what you're doing. There's anything else new? I got some videos that's old. My clutch got fixed. I got some review videos. And I guess I'm gonna have some more more tour videos of the city. And then after I do a bunch of those, then I'll go out to the county, to the very next counties. Like, Anne Arundel is not that close, but go to Anne Arundel County, or Howell County, Baltimore County, like that. Show you guys some more stuff in Maryland after I do the city, Baltimore City. So, what am I going to do for the next tour? I don't know. Let's think about going down to the harbor. You can actually see Atlanta Harbor, or go to one of the stadiums. But that's gonna suck, especially if there's a game going. Or do another street, one of the bigger streets. I don't know yet. But either way, I'm getting close to the school, and I think I've finished talking about everything I wanted to talk about. So I guess that's the end of this move vlog, and I will talk to you guys later, which is going to be soon, I think. Either way, there you go. Oh yeah, if you catch me on the streets, make sure you shoot me a heads up display.